Right, hello. I got contacted by Rob Taylor yesterday. Who had been contacted by a chap that had brought out a new range of pellets called the iHunter. So what my plan is today is to do an unbiased opinion, testing out the 177 and the 22 calibre. The 177 come in tins of 500 and weigh 8.02 grains. The dome pellets with a crimped skirt. The 22s, they come in 500 and 250 tins and they weigh 13.89 grains.
Morning.
Right, Bob?
Yeah, not bad.
So I'll do a review on them, accuracy test at 20 and 30 yards, and we'll see how they perform. Okay then, so there's a close-up of the tins. We'll start off with the 177. Let's see, here we go. Dome pellets, 500 pieces, 4.5, and it's 0.52 grams or 8.02 grains. They are all screw top, which is great. So you're not going to get them spilling everywhere like you do with some of the JSB brands. Now looking at the pellets, they do look quite good actually. So we can get that closer in. You can see they've got a crimped skirt. Now the statistics are really good on these. And if the actual description is anything to go by, they should do really well. 22 the same, screw top, you probably get a better view of these. Yeah, and they're made in Czechoslovakia, so if that's the case, I would imagine they're made at the JSB factory. Now looking at that, it's a crimped skirt and it's got a bit of a rim around the top. And these now, looking at these, they remind me of the Bisley, what was it, gold or something? Yeah, but what I'll do groups at a target at 20 and 30 with each, and we'll see how they group, because at the end of the day it's all about accuracy. And the price wise, I think it's just over £8 a tin for the 22s, but I'll put up all the specs anyway. So that's the two tins side by side, 17722. I will fire the 177 first, and I'll be firing it through the Brocock Concept. The 22s I'll be firing through my Aeron's S200. Both I'll shoot really accurately, so there's nothing wrong with the rifles. The wind today is probably about 7 miles an hour, but we'll just see how it goes. Okay, that's 177 at 20 yards.
up yesterday morning. Back to furniture. Old furniture.
Oh, right.
So there's something.
What I did notice is the pellet skirts, or the heads, is quite a tight fit, so that could be having a difference. Steve, is that the 177 you've got?
Yeah.
Is it alright if you put some of these pellets through it?
Yeah,
It's this barrel on this concept, it's just not moving.
yeah. Pellet on pellet at the moment.
Well, that's what I want to do. I normally get pellet on this, but at the moment I would say it's about a 3 to 4 inch group on there. It's a bit of a shock then.
2 old and five pellets on.
Right, what are you shooting at? What range?
25.
Right, well I'm shooting at 20 and I'm getting that result you can see there.
Oh, right.
I'll tell you what, if I give you, the bottom target's not been shot,
Right.
so if you do a magazine release, put these through it, the camera's still rolling. Right, so Steve's shooting with a Daystate Griffin, probably one of the most accurate rifles out there, so he's going to go for the bottom target, see if you can group him with the Daystate Griffin. I'd say he's not suiting the barrel on this one. It's all about the grouping, isn't it?
Yeah.
They seem a bit tight through this one when I put them in the magazine, so that would have had an effect, I'm sure. This one around. Are they fitting in the breech? Normal or tight?
Tight.
Yeah, they are on this.
Yeah, tight.
Maybe they're more suited to a Springer.
In fact, some of them don't even want to go in.
So the head size is
Yeah,
okay,
the
different.
head size. I think if the skirt's okay, I think it's the head size that's.
right. See, I usually use 0.52 head size through my barrels, but I think they go up to bigger than that. See, I'm having trouble pushing it in.
Yeah, don't want that.
I mean, the groups are shot at the top. I'm getting a few in the same hole, but that's going totally different
That is
places.
so tight, man.
Yeah, that's going to affect the accuracy. Yeah, it's flying into.
Yeah, it's
So the 177 then. I mean,
very.
yours is lethal well for barrel, so is mine.
Yeah, it should be doing far better than that
Yeah.
at this range. But they just don't. That one's gone in. That one's slid in.
Right.
So this one should be a lot more accurate. Oh,
No, same place, wasn't it?
yeah.
Right, so I'll say no to the 177 through Lathy Wolf barrels and more, which is a shame.
It is a shame actually, but the head size on those was very inconsistent.
Yeah, I thought that.
Very, very inconsistent.
Thanks for that, Steve.
You're welcome.
Right, I'm not even going to bother at 30. If I'm doing that at 20.
Well, if I'm doing that at 20, I would bother at
No.
30.
So that was the 16 shot group through a magazine with the break-up concept, and that's about 3-inch centre. And Steve fired 4 shots with the Daystate Griffin. Same again, that was about a 3-shot centre. It's a big shame really. It seemed to be quite tight through the breech. Both Lathy Wolf barrels, and they do group really well. At 20 yards should be pellet on pellet. But, we'll have to try for a different barrel, maybe suit to springers, but not to the pre-charge we've got.
Stevie.
You find the pump?
No, I'm not up for it yet. I've just not seen it around. Normally, I'm sure I saw it around a couple of times, but I've not seen it for a week or two, but I've not looked for it yet, so... I've usually stashed it away somewhere safe, to be honest.
1999 was it?
Yes.
And then postage and packaging has put me down for one.
I kept using the 2-2 through the air arms.
I suppose his mate who works for the gas people.
Yeah.
They fill the tanks and stuff like that.
Has he got done no problem then?
Sorry?
Has he got done no problem? We'll agree to do it. We don't have an issue getting through.
He said he'll do more. At some point I want to see about getting one of them compressors.
Fly up.
Oh, right. What about your... Yeah. What, are they... What are they? Petrol or electric ones, don't they?
They're electric. I'm not getting it, so...
You got so? Yeah.
So even if it will go outside.
Yeah. You can
Yeah, I think the problem with these is the head size. It's just not
Still inconsistent.
yeah.
And that's
Yeah, it'd be interesting to fire it through some clay and see if the rifling's on it. I would imagine it would be quite rifling. I mean, I'll go for the bottom target now, but it's going to be just as bad as the top now.
I just noticed this guy a little bit.
raw balls.
Yeah, I know. That's how you do that now.
Sorry? Yeah, of course.
So what I'll do.
That's how they do it.
Okay, I'm going to use
But really,
Jazz
so she's going Tuesdays,
Diablos
7 till 9.
15.89
And Saturdays 7 till 1.
just to compare.
Yeah. Save money on petrol, so just
bit.
When it cleans up, she's
Yeah. My birthday's another week. She wanted to use it.
So that's 10 shots and more or less gone through the same hole with GSP. And they're not tight like the
You knew it wasn't the
I know.
gun though, didn't you?
I know.
Because you've had that gun a while, and you
Right, it's like the other
spot on
gun.
with
I know it shoots right with the right pellet. It's just too tight, and that is the problem with it. Maybe he can get the head size down, and I hope he's not got a lot in stock at the moment. That's the downside.
I'll tell you what, they would be good on. They'd be good on the old BSAs, the older BSAs.
That's what I'm thinking. Some of the springers.
So maybe you can get rid of the stock on there.
Maybe I'll have to do another test and do them on. I've got a springer and I've got a gas ram. Although I'm not that good with them anyway, because I normally shoot these. I need somebody down at the club that shoots regular with Bob Yays, because he's got a TX and a Pro Sport, hasn't he?
Yeah. And he's got a Meteor as well, an old Meteor,
Yeah.
a really old Meteor, 1971 Mark II Meteor.
Yeah, that's what we'll have to do. Hello shooters, I'm back at Tinsley Park Shooting Club, continuing with the pellet test. As you probably realised in the first part of the video, the new pellet didn't do too well through the pre-charged rifles that I got. So I thought I'd bring up a Springer and a gas ram to see if we shoot any better through them. Maybe some of the older rifles like the old Air Sport and that might do better with them, I don't know. I think some of the older rifles have got bigger diameters in the breech. But it's a bit of a shame really, because I was hoping to do better than they would. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to test both calibers in the rifles, and I'm using 2 pellets as a benchmark for each rifle, and for the Camo Whisper IGT, the actual benchmark pellet will be the Daystate Rangemaster Sovereign at 10.3 grains, and for the AGS VMX rifle I'll be using the GSB Exact Jumbos, and they're 15.89 grains. Same as yesterday, I'll be shooting at 20 yards. The wind's a bit on and off really, but when it is blowing, it's blowing around 10 miles an hour, and that's what it's forecast today. But I think we'll be okay to start off with. So we'll get on with the test and we'll see how they perform in the gas ram and the Springer. Okay, then we'll start off with the 2T and using the JSBs as a benchmark. Sort of target up there. The wind is blowing now. I think it's blowing left to right. But we'll go for groups, so I've got a Hawk Sports XG scope on it. That's a 4x32. Nice clear scope. Now, I don't shoot spring as much or gas rams, so I don't expect me to be brilliant at this, but we'll see what happens. Got a feeling he's all shooting low. So okay, we'll see what that's done. I'll put another target up, please. They've all gone quite low. Centre centre, it's about an inch that way, inch and a quarter that way. Right, see how tight these are on the barrel. Don't seem too bad. Shit, I pulled that one. Pretty light trigger on this. That one as well. Thing is, from here I can't even see where it's hitting on 4 times. Probably my eyesight. Oh, okay. To the 9 o'clock position. Yes, we've got wind, but centre laterally it's probably about 2 inches. Vertically that's about 3 1/4 maybe. It's not doing too well through that rifle. But it's not, like I say, it's not the best of rifles either. Yeah. Alright, we'll try the 177 and see how we get on with that. And that's the wind conditions. Not the best as it could be. So that's what we're always fighting with here, but it's what you can expect anywhere really. So these conditions are under normal shooters conditions, not indoors, I'm not rested on a bag or anything. So you could tighten those groups up in the right conditions and in better hands than I've got. Okay then, this time I've got the Gamma Whisper. The scope I'm using is the Nikko Sterling. This is 6x40. Let's see how this one performs. And we're using the Day-State Sovereign range, well, Day-State Rangemaster Sovereign. These are the heavier pellets at 10.3 grades. See that one's gone low. What I'm going to do, I'm going to bring the, since we're shooting a bit low actually today, could because the wind's blowing towards us now, set it up a bit. That's better, it's getting there, isn't it? So we'll hold it at that, see how it's grouping. Okay, so we'll pull that's that for that one. Right, we're in like conditions that you might find yourself in outside, the wind's blowing. Yes, do better results probably indoors, but they're not normal conditions either. As I say, I'm not the best of shots with springers and gas rounds, so I've not really shot them much for years. I'm used to pre-charge because it's so much easier to shoot. But yeah, all I'm doing here is showing you what an average shooter can do in normal weather conditions. And these are the good pellets. I know for a fact I'll bring it up in the video. The last time we used this, we didn't have the wind we've got now, and these pellets it's fortunate to group at that distance, so it's definitely the wind is affecting it, but we'll get to see what the others are like now anyway, so we'll have a go with them, and if they're any better, the same or worse, we'll find out. So if you discount that one, so that was the first shot then I adjusted, centre to centre between that one vertically is about half an inch. That way it's probably about 2 inches, but we've got to bear in mind the wind's blowing, so that could be affecting the horizontal group. It's 10 shots there anyway, well 11 if you include that, there's 10 shots here, 7 of those shots are all within a 5p piece there, so you've just got those two and that one that's outside the main group, so when you look at it that way it's not too bad. So that blue line is a 5p piece, well they're all inside that, so what we'll do now, put the target up for the next pellet, which is the iHunter. Okay then, the final grouping that will be with the iHunter dome pellets at 8.02 grains. Obviously these are a lighter pellet than the ones I've just used, and that fit in there quite well actually, no problem, so I think the pellet is more suited to springs and gas rams. Fitting here fine. Not pre-charged barrels we've had. Group going on here at 4 o'clock position, and in these conditions that's pretty good for me anyway, with this rifle, how much I'm used to it. Right, go down there, have a look and assess the what we've got. Okay then, that one was a fly there, I felt it when I did it. To be honest, that's not too bad. See, that way we've probably got an inch centre to centre, that way probably about 1.25 inches. But we're in windy conditions. I'm not really a springer shooter, I just want to see how the pellets perform through it. Definitely better groups than what they were doing through the pre-charge. So I would say these pellets are suited for springers and gas rams. The barrels aren't so tight either. Yeah, I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I thought I fired 10 shots, but let's see, we've got 5 there, almost within a 5p piece. And we've got 3 on the outside. I think I've actually fired 9, but I thought I fired 10. Maybe we went through the same hole. We'll have to look back at it. But yeah, so I'd say the iHunters are okay for springers, gas rams, but not so good on pre-charge rifles where the head of the pellet's a bit tight. So there we go. That's the iHunter. Okay, so here's the results again, comparing them. So at the top, on the left we've got the JSBs, on the right we've got the iHunters. Obviously the JSBs are a bit tighter, so that's the JSBs in 2.2. Moving down to the bottom, on the left we've got the day states, on the right we've got the iHunters. Now to be honest, there's not much difference between those, so I do think that in the right conditions and in the right hands, through a gas ram or springer, the pellets could do okay, especially the 177s. Now we have got some more members down at the club with Virex and air arms like the Pro Sport, the TX and the 97s, so we'll have to let the lads have a go with them and see how they can perform. Some people are better, more used to their springers and gas rams than I am. So that's the result through gas ram and springer.